Welcome everyone to another great episode of OCDTV. I'm Keith Martin alongside Jamie Horton, Maxie.
Hello.
Davidson, sorry.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I should give you your last name.
Felt like Cher or Madonna.
That's right, yeah, you're special.
Thanks.
Welcome to OCDTV Presents A Night at the Theater, Act 2.
Welcome.
Yes. Agreement.
Mainly because we never really got to everything we wanted to talk about the last time.
So many great musicals.
The time just went by so fast and we weren't able to get to everything. So here we are again at our wonderful table. We're going to talk about musicals again.
Heck yeah.
Now I know Maxie was very excited to talk about the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes. Because I'm bummed that, or right when we finished last week, I'm like, we didn't talk about Rocky Horror because it is such a fun musical that has gained a cult following. And what's really wonderful is that Keep Cinema loves to do screenings of it every year. Mm-hmm. And so many people gather. Yeah, shameless plug. Or free plugging, I don't know. So everybody gathers in a Cape Cinema and we all yell jokes and sing, and it is wonderful. And it's such a liberating musical.
Gotta bring all your props, you know, your newspaper.
They supply you with all of that because
amazing.
They don't want you bringing a lot of stuff in.
Right.
Is that theater experience unique to Rocky Horror, or do other musicals do that, or maybe like midnight screenings of The Room? Do they?
I think midnight screenings of The Room, like they throw spoons and stuff when you see spoons.
Yeah, I really haven't heard of anything else that's that fan interactive. I haven't heard of anything like that. I remember when I was a kid, like my brothers and sisters, they'd go to those midnight showings of Rocky Horror, and I was very interested in what they were doing. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you bringing all that stuff to the movies?
It was such a mysterious thing when it wasn't on VHS for everyone to watch.
Right.
So it's like you just heard about it. So it had this mystique that's gone now, I think, but it's still a unique experience, and I recommend that everyone see the Rocky Horror Picture Show live at your local theater, or find one that does.
And yeah, because Tim Curry is amazing, and everything he does.
That's arguably his best role.
Well, whenever, it's so great because I've seen it so many times, and even like every time when we see it at Cape Cinema, and the minute he comes down the elevator and turns around, everybody just screams for him. Are you contesting best role for Tim Curry?
Yeah.
I was going to say Wadsworth and Clue.
That's amazing.
Isn't he great as Wadsworth and Clue?
He is amazing.
He is fantastic in that.
Would you stop that? No.
Yeah. That's why I love saying yeah.
I'm a butler. A buttle.
And actually, he's great as Richelieu in The Three Musketeers, I would say, too.
He's also very excellent in The Worst Witch.
He is.
And he's amazing.
And he sings a song.
And he's also amazing in Legend as Darkness.
Yes.
The big
And
D.
Pennywise in the original It.
Poet Man in The Lex.
Now we're starting to.
And in another musical, Long John Silver in Muppet Treasure Island.
Now we're starting to like
I'm bringing it back.
become.
Bring it
Brought
back.
it up. She brought it back to musicals.
Okay, I was gonna say, this isn't the Tim Curry show. This is.
We'll have an episode about
We will have an episode about Tim Curry.
Johnson checks in. What?
So what other interesting musicals that we didn't get to last time?
Well, I'm a big fan of Camelot. The original Broadway cast included Richard Burton as King Arthur and Robert Goulet as Lancelot, and also Mary Poppins herself, Julie Andrews, as Queen Guinevere.
Yeah.
It's an excellent musical. The songs are catchy. It's actually a musical adaptation of T.H. White's novel, The Once and Future King.
Right.
I love all things King Arthur, so
Yeah.
I dig it. There's also a film version with Richard Harris. He played King Arthur. And yeah, it's just, it's a great theater experience. So I caught that a few years ago at the Academy for Performing Arts in Orleans, and I thought they did an excellent job.
Is that available somewhere for people to watch if they want to find it?
I think one of the stage shows is on Amazon Prime. As for the original film, I'm not sure.
Okay. One of the ones that I want to, I don't think I got to it last time. Maybe I did, and I'm just going to rehash it because it's great. One of my more favorite musicals is The Secret Garden, which you wouldn't really imagine from looking at me. And but no, I think it's a
Got
good
quite
one.
a garden here.
Yeah, I get,
You hold many secrets within it.
hey now.
Beautiful chin
This
garden.
is a most voluminous beard. It's amazing.
Odin-esque.
Odin-esque, yes. I don't want to see no, I just, I really like that show. I mean, it's good. It's coming in. They're doing a revival of it. And so I'm hoping to actually go and see it somewhere. I've only, I've never actually seen it performed. I've only ever heard the soundtrack. But that's a really good one. The original London cast. Is it London cast? Is one I have. I don't know. But it's really good, and it's the kid in it, the girl who plays Mary. I mean, she won a Tony at like 9 years old.
Oh, wow.
for that role. So.
Didn't realize that.
So it was a good one. What are some of the other good, maybe more obscure musicals that people might know about?
Star Kids Starship. It's a musical parody of Starship Troopers. And half
Yeah,
the characters
do.
are puppets of giant bugs. And it's a love story. One of the male insects that is different from the rest of his nest falls in love with a female soldier that is sent to the planet to exterminate them.
So it focuses on the arachnids and not not Johnny
I
Rico
would
and
say it
Carmen.
spends equal amounts of time on the bugs and the soldiers.
Okay.
But you should watch it. It's free on YouTube.
Of course it is.
Of course, it's free on YouTube. It's probably a fan
shocked.
film.
It's off Broadway, but
Off Broadway.
no, that's New Classics.
Oh yes. Yeah.
off Broadway.
I would put New Classics above that. I think.
Thank you, Keith. Thank you.
I'm not just saying that to butter you up. I'm just saying
Okay. Well,
because it sounds awful.
No, it's really good, and the songs are catchy, and it's really fun.
I'm sure it is.
Oh, okay.
Maybe another musical that is slightly more well known, actually, that we didn't talk about last time, Oliver.
Oh yeah.
That has fabulous music in it.
Yeah.
Consider Yourself
Yeah.
is one of the big songs.
Mhm.
Who Will Buy, Pick a Pocket or Two.
Mhm.
And even, Food, Glorious Food.
Yeah.
I think it won Best Picture, actually, one year for the Oscars.
I don't know, but
What was his name? The kid who played the Artful Dodger was nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
oh, cool.
And went on to star in HR Puff and Stuff after that.
All right.
Jack Wilde, that was his name.
Oh, Jack Wilde. Okay.
What's the
We'll be right back right after this.
If you know elders in Yarmouth or Dennis who need a hand around the house, we can help. My name is Cheryl Herwig, and I am the president of Bay to Sound Neighbors. Our mission is to create a community of support so that members can age in place while living full lives in their homes. We provide transportation, technology assistance, home and garden help, and friendly calls or visits to our members. Volunteer opportunities are flexible. Become a member or volunteer by going to our website at baytosoundneighbors.org or by calling us at 508-470-0585.
Welcome back, everybody. We are going to pick up with the bad musicals.
Heh.
Maxie, you were saying before we went?
Yeah, I got a bad one, which to me it's bad. It's not my favorite.
Is it painful to the eyes and the ears?
To my eyes and ears. But I know people are going to disagree with me. I really didn't like La La Land.
Oh, okay.
Did you see La La Land?
I didn't see it.
You're better off. It's a very predictable story.
Well, that's kind of like how I felt about Moulin Rouge.
Okay, well
Just
then,
because it's
okay,
popular doesn't mean
okay,
you like it.
fine.
Fighting words. I know.
But I felt like the songs were they just all sounded the same. They could have, I like Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone separately. I don't think they're very talented singers or dancers. The choreography wasn't that great, and I feel like it was very overrated. And Damien Chazelle made a better film in Whiplash than La La Land. So very overrated and not up to the hype.
Why do you think it was so popular?
Idea. To be honest, because I'm like, there have been better musicals made, and there's just so much hype. Like, oh my God, it's so great. And I saw it, and I'm like,
It's the
there's no
return
reason.
of the Hollywood musical.
Yeah, I'm like, the Hollywood musical has been there, and jazz had been a thing, and I'm watching it. I'm like, so there's no reason why they should be in love. They have no chemistry together. The story is so predictable. I'm like, well, she's gonna resent him, and they're gonna break up, and blah blah. Sorry, I don't care. Spoilers.
And if you haven't seen it yet, it's your own fault.
It is. I'm glad Moonlight won Best Picture instead.
Well, it should have.
And it did. And it did.
It was just light entertainment, and for the time, it was successful just because people just wanted to turn off their brains and see something like just lighthearted and fun.
But there are better things written than that, in my opinion.
Yeah, Jamie's garbage, man.
Okay, I'm
Garbage.
not defending it.
Be on my side. What are your favorite bad musicals?
I'm on no one's side. I'm Treebeard.
Because no one's on my side.
I am dreaming because I have the beard. You don't.
He is a tree.
So I was having a hard time coming up with something bad, actually. I think probably my least favorite. Oh wait, no. I think we talked about this last time, but I guess I'll have to bring it back just because. Love Never Dies.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, I do know a really bad musical. It's the sequel to Phantom of the Opera. That never should have happened because it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Just terrible.
Where did you end up seeing that?
Actually, I saw it, I think, on Amazon, I think.
Oh,
I pulled it up. They have it on Amazon Prime.
You didn't
been on
actually buy
Netflix for a
Broadway
while,
tickets
too.
for it.
Oh gosh, no, no. No, because actually, again, cheap plug for Funtastic Getaways, who does theater trips. So they were sending a group to go see it. So me and Liz watched it ahead of time just to say, okay, well, and I was like, well, I kind of love Phantom, so I'll watch this.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, well, it can't be that bad. I was wrong. All right, so we're going to move on. We're going to start going to another genre of musical, the animated musical.
Yes.
Obviously, Disney has kind of cornered the market on this.
They have the monopoly.
So what are some of your favorite animated musicals?
One of my favorite non-Disney musicals would be Fern Gully. I think that's a lot of fun.
Okay.
Tim Curry
Yeah.
voices
Yeah.
a sentient glob of pollution.
He loves his villains, doesn't he?
Yes.
He's so great at it.
I like in the Beauty and the Beast sequel there, the Christmas one, he plays like this evil organ.
That's great.
Does Tim Curry turn down roles, or does he just?
I'm sure he takes whatever they hand him, a large sack of money. He's like, I'm kind of busy, but what are we going to do with this large sack of money, Mr. Curry?
Oh, well, then I guess I'll take it.
I'll have to do
I'll
that.
just sing a few verses.
That reminds me of, who's another guy that does that?
Christopher Walken doesn't turn anything
Yeah,
down.
he's another guy just like,
He's like,
you'll turn a movie on and be like, oh my God, Christopher Walken's in this movie.
He was.
Does he
excellent
turn
in
anything
Hairspray.
down?
He was excellent in Hairspray. He'll do a movie like Hairspray, and then and of course, way back when, The Deer Hunter, and then he'll do Country Bears. He doesn't
Right,
care.
he doesn't care. He'll do anything.
He was
do
not very good in the not so good television musical of Peter Pan as Captain Hook. Remember that?
That was a bad
That was a bad musical.
Oh, with,
I thought of one.
Peter
Yeah.
Pan,
Oh,
what
with,
are you doing here?
What's her name? Was Peter Pan.
Oh, Allison Williams.
Yeah.
She's okay. But Christopher Walken was Christopher Walken.
Playing Captain
He's just
Hook.
like, put a button in the Lost Boys way. What are you doing here?
It was
I'm like,
Christopher
okay.
Walken playing Captain Hook, playing Christopher Walken.
Right.
Captain Hook doing really great Christopher
Walken
Walken
impression.
Well, to bring it back to Disney, I
Yes,
thought
yes.
he did a good job in The Jungle Book. As
Oh,
what's
yes.
the name of the giant orangutan?
Yeah,
Oh,
King Louis.
King Louis.
Yeah, King
Yeah,
Louis.
and he sings the song. It's amazing.
I want to be like you.
Kind
So-
of talk sings, but it's
Yeah.
still
No, 'cause
Very Rex
it's
Harrison,
It's
whatever.
Christopher Walken. I mean, what are you
Bill
gonna
Murray does the same thing as Baloo.
do? Yeah.
And I appreciate
It's
that.
not like this big operatic voice. It's
Yeah.
just kind of a fun
So
talking,
pretty cute.
I think-
singing style.
my favorite, I don't know if it's a favorite, but one of the better Disney musicals, I guess, that I like is The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I
very,
will agree
very
with you.
Underrated.
I think that
Hellfire
has
is
the
such a metal.
that
Yeah,
has
song.
the best music of any Disney movie, I'd say. Hellfire, Topsy Turvy, Bells of Notre Dame,
yeah.
God Help the Outcasts. Great.
Yep, and then also coming out soon is a live-action adaptation. Obviously, it won't be anywhere close to the animated one, but Aladdin
A lot.
was amazing.
Everyone's really angry that
I know.
they did the
But-
CGI body
But
for
I think the
Will
I don't
Smith's.
care.
I think the CGI is kind of in the trailer. It's kind of unfinished. So
Well, we're hoping.
yeah,
I thought he
I'm
looked fine in
fine.
just like the regular Arabian costume when he posed for the
for the
cover of Entertainment
yeah,
Weekly.
yeah.
And then to find out that they actually like CGI'd his
Yeah.
face, like texture mapped it onto like this CGI monstrosity. It's like you don't
So-
need to do that. You don't have to make it exactly like the cartoon. We can still watch the cartoon.
But animated
Okay.
Genie is beefy.
Yeah,
I want him to be
yeah,
beefy
he is
still.
big.
But here's the thing with
Well,
like that movie. It's so
We have to take a break,
Oh,
so
man.
we're
We're
going
gonna argue
to.
about this later.
To be continued.
Yeah, we'll pick this back up again right after the break. There's a lot more animated musicals to talk about.
Yes.
We could do an entire half an hour on Disney musicals, I think, just because most of them are just great. And actually, I can't really think of any really bad ones. But
Anything really made for video, I think.
well, I'm not talking about the
Direct to DVD.
direct to DVD,
Straight to
Lion King
VHS.
3. Well, we'll be right back after this. Thanks. Welcome back. We are moving into animated musicals, Disney, after the break. So, what are your favorites?
You named one of them.
Hunchback, of course.
Hunchback and Aladdin. You named two of them. You named two of
I'm
them.
sorry, I stole all of that thunder.
It's okay.
That's what I do.
The game, man. Little Mermaid, I think is great. Beauty and the Beast has great music. But turned to a Broadway show. Lion King,
Yeah.
pretty good music. I wouldn't say there's great music in The Lion King, even though Can You Feel
There's
the Love?
there's some really catchy songs.
Yeah, Can You Feel the Love Tonight did win Oscar for Best Original Song.
Yep.
But yeah,
but-
Just Can't Wait to Be King.
Yeah, it's
The
some-
very Hitlerish Be Prepared.
I love Be
And-
Prepared though. That's a fan.
With the
It is
goose-stepping
good, it is
hyenas,
good.
that's
Yes.
great.
But it's still great.
I'm like, Hakuna Matata, of
Yeah.
course.
So there's some
So
catchy
there's fun
songs there.
stuff.
If you start doing Hakuna Matata, or like any songs from The Lion King, karaoke, it's just everyone joins in because everyone knows all the lyrics.
Everyone knows the songs. I think
But Hunchback is so good.
I lost my train because after you said something about Lion King and the songs, I had something and now I totally lost it.
I'm sorry.
I'm angry now.
I'm sorry.
edit this
They
out.
did do a beautiful
That's okay.
original song for Broadway for
Yeah.
Lion King. He
Oh, yeah.
Lives in You.
Yep.
I think is an absolutely beautiful
Yeah, I
song.
actually saw Lion King
Me too.
on Broadway.
I saw it in Boston though.
And then I also saw Beauty and the Beast in New York too.
We did Beauty and the Beast at Barnstable High School, and I was in it.
What did you play?
I was a silly girl in a napkin.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So Silly Girl is one of the girls.
Hey,
in the
there are
village.
no small parts, only
What?
small actors.
Well, I was one of 6 girls. It was originally 3 in the cartoon, but then it was 6.
Oh,
who were in love
fawning
with
over Gaston.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Who'd you think a silly girl was?
Who
I don't
knows?
know.
Like, high school. It could have been one of the nameless faces in the back.
I wasn't a nameless face. I had lines. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I was a dancing napkin when I wasn't a silly girl.
Fantastic.
And we did like a little can thing because they were French.
Right, of course.
Because Beauty and the Beast was French.
Right. We know that.
I wasn't sure if you knew.
Some of the more closer ones, Moana has some fantastic music in it.
Because you know who wrote that?
Lin-Manuel
Lin-Manuel-
Miranda
yep.
was amazing, yes. Love him.
Shiny is a great song. You're
Shiny's-
Welcome is
yeah,
a great
I
song.
love You're Welcome because obviously The Rock is amazing.
He has a wonderful voice.
Oh, he can sing. I knew that just from watching wrestling. I mean,
He can project.
he does it. Well, he does this whole thing like he came out with a guitar and he'd sit there in the middle of the ring and put on his rock concert, and he would sing songs and insult people when he was doing his heel gimmick. It was amazing.
Great.
Disney's good at picking people that may not be like the greatest singers, but they have very charismatic voices.
Yes.
Yes.
They understand the musical, the Disney writers and directors, and they cast people so well.
One musical that is technically Disney now that Disney bought 20th Century Fox and all that, Anastasia.
Anastasia's amazing.
Yep.
I love that show.
I love Anastasia
I love
so
that,
much.
yeah.
There's
My-
so many great.
My daughter was obsessed with that movie forever. I think we wore out our VHS copy of it, just playing it over and over and over again. It is so good.
So many great songs, beautifully animated, now a Broadway show,
Yeah.
but for the longest time people thought it was a Disney musical, and
Right,
it is.
well, because the
it's
animation
DreamWorks,
style,
yeah.
the animation style is very similar. But
But
yeah.
now technically
But there's some
it
great-
is a
yeah,
Disney.
technically, yeah. There's some great songs in there. I love the song that Rasputin does.
I
It's
like
great.
that in the dark of the night.
Yeah, Dark
da,
of the
da,
Night
da,
is
da.
great.
Is that Christopher Lloyd?
That's
It
Christopher
is,
Lloyd,
and
yes.
Hank Azaria is Bartok.
Bartok, yes.
Oh yeah, so cute.
I give her a ha and a ha
And a-
and a ha, yeah, and I kick her, sir.
It looks like Don Bluth's character design did he direct that?
I don't know.
Maybe.
You know, the guy from the
Oh,
Dragon
oh,
Slayer.
I know who Don
we know
Bluth
who
is.
Don Bluth
I-
is, sir.
I know
Yes.
who Don Bluth
Where
is.
do you think you are?
Come on now. You're on OCDTV.
Though it's historically inaccurate.
Oh, terrible.
But because
but
Anna
that's not
Anderson
the
was not.
point.
I know.
The point
And I
is
still
that
love
it's
it.
fun.
It is fun, and I love it. It's a treasure. Special place in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Perry holds the key to your heart.
That's right.
So there you go.
And then also, I like, what's the next Do we have a next one coming out yet? Have we heard of anything? A new?
Animated?
Yeah, anything new coming?
Huh.
Well, Disney canceled their musical about Jack and the Beanstalk.
Oh, okay.
What were they going to call that?
Giant.
It was like, yeah, it was like,
Because they made a Jack the Giant Slayer movie
right.
a little bit ago with
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor and Nicholas Hoult, which did not do very well. So I'm guessing. I thought they were going to call it Giant or something dumb.
Right. And I think they put that on hold to do probably Frozen 2 or something.
Yeah, Frozen 2 is coming out.
Frozen
That's
2
right.
is coming out. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
They just had the trailer for
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And Frozen's great. I love Frozen. too.
Frozen's fun.
It's fun. I love it. It's great. My kids love it.
I really liked it, and then everybody was singing "Let It Go," and then I didn't love it for a little bit, and now I love it again.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Let It Go is great, but there's some other fun songs in there too.
Yeah, I had one. My friend Brittany started singing it to me one day, and I started laughing when Chris went, "Reindeer are better than people." And don't you think I'm right?
In summer.
Oh, that is so cute.
The little snowman.
Bees will buzz. Kids will be picking dandelion fuzz, and I'll see whatever snow does in summer.
I got to tell him.
Don't
you
tell
dare.
I'm going to tell him. Don't you dare.
Somebody's got to tell him.
In summer. Of course, it's Josh Gad being
I know.
awesome.
It's incredible.
So is he going to is Olaf going to spend the duration of the sequel with the little snow cloud above his head?
He'll have his personal flurry.
Yeah, it's so cute. He's like a little baby unicorn.
So, any what? If the big trend right now is obviously Disney's going back and filling wheelbarrows full of money by remaking their animated movies into live action movies, or what they want to call live action, even though it's still animated, like Lion King.
That's
A live action Lion King? No, it's
interesting.
Not. It's CGI.
Yeah.
It's not live action. I don't see a real lion there.
The photorealistic animals in the Jungle Book were really well done.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it'll be
But you
visually
can't call it
spectacular.
Live action.
yeah, exactly. You at least had a live
It's not
action
a real
Mowgli.
lion. But what I'm trying to get at is what animated movie that they have would you like to see maybe them do in the future? You can't say
Hunchback would be
Hunchback.
interesting.
Hunchback is actually in the works, I've heard.
I would love for
That's
that
a
to
bold
happen.
choice. Yeah.
But I heard that one is actually in the works.
That would be awesome. Well, they already did Cinderella. They already did Beauty and the Beast. They're doing Aladdin. They're doing Lion King.
Sleeping Beauty would be interesting.
Yeah.
They,
not really a
they
musical,
did
but-
they did Maleficent,
Yeah.
so, which I did
right,
not
Maleficent,
like.
yeah.
It would be easy for them to ignore that, but it did really well.
Yes,
so
it made money.
That's one of those things where it's like, it was fantastically popular, and like the people that have taste were like, that was terrible.
I did not
That
care
was
for
so
that
trite.
at all.
Like it has some, like a couple of standout
It's like-
scenes, but
It's like bread and circuses, man. It's just opium for the masses.
like, no, we just
basically.
like Maleficent as like an
Why can't she
an
be
actual
evil?
villain, right?
Just keep her evil. She doesn't have to be
Just
misunderstood.
cartoonishly evil.
Just have her be
and
really evil.
Yeah, she's evil and vindictive because she wasn't invited
To
to
a
the
party.
party.
So she would have to be evil and vindictive in general if she was going to let something like that bother her.
That's true, right? Right.
And she has the most metal death of a Disney villain. She turns into a dragon
Dragon and
and
gets
gets
stabbed
stabbed
through
and
the heart.
falls to her death. It's
That's
wonderful.
another thing about Disney movies. Like everyone falls from a great height and dies.
Yeah. Well,
fun.
just any
It's
great
fun.
villain falls from a great height.
Gaston. That's how he died. Mother Gothel?
Scar.
Or what's
Well,
her-
Scar got eaten.
Tangled? Oh, by the hyenas.
But he fell off the cliff first.
Yeah.
Who's
you
the
gotta-
name of the judge? Frollo?
Oh,
He
yeah.
fell off,
He
Yeah.
fell
Notre
off in
Dame.
Hunchback
He fell
Notre
off,
Dame.
When that one gargoyle like came to life and frightened him.
So
So many.
that, unfortunately, my
sad. Come and
friends,
gone.
So much fun.
is all the time that we have. So, to you, the viewer, the one person that watches this show, thanks for watching and keep being awesome.